Hey guys, and welcome to the Igloo today. And today I want to talk to where the channel is going to be going, especially for the future updates and everything else that I've been working on personally. So one, I'm going to be going into still Fallout 76. I'm not going away from Fallout 76, but I love Apex Legends. The game plays phenomenally. It runs really well. Besides the few network server problems when you're playing with a teammate and a few other things when it comes to glitches and exploits. The game's a lot of fun. Okay, and I don't mind covering Apex Legends because it's a great game. If you guys want me to see another game like maybe Outer Worlds or something like that, leave a comment down below for what you guys want to actually see for me. But this is what I've been working on because I have fun with Apex Legends right now. With Fallout 76, I'm not really having that much fun when it comes to playing and getting everything else done, because it's not that same experience that I've been really having for, especially because the lack of content. And so March is coming out. I still have probably around 150 200 gigs, and I have a PvP video coming up for this where we actually versus some people and we all agreed to do PvP, and it was a lot of fun. And we made rules, and it was definitely a fun experience. But that's one thing. The other thing is that the equipment hasn't changed at all when it comes to my stuff. I still have a 1900X 1080 Ti. I would love to get a 2080 Ti, but at the same time, I'm worried because of the VRAM, where if you don't have a certain type of VRAM, it can become defective, and it's really bad in that kind of sense. But that's why I haven't even planned to upgrade to the 2080 series, 2080 Ti series, because it's also a kidney and a half. Also, I want to wait until the summertime because there is the Ryzen 3 that's coming out, so we might be getting a 16 core 5 gigahertz on an AM4, and it's going to be really cool. I can't wait for that. If that actually happens, I'll be like, okay, and so you definitely got some things to look up for, but that's a whole nother thing, because if they can vertically stack onto the die set, that'd be great. But that's just the inner nerd talking in me, because I love tech. I really do, but covering it all the time can be strenuous. I mainly try to operate at my own pace on top of everything else. So the big thing that I want to do is that I want to still do open world survival games, for what you guys have known for in my past and how I play games, is that I love survival games. I started off this channel with playing DayZ standalone when it came out, and one of the best things that I was able to do is that I was managing everything and doing some domination kills. I have still videos out there that are just epically in proportion, where I have a VSS, I'm in the valley, I'm being shot from everywhere, but I need to engage everybody. I still love those moments. I was in one of the first tournaments when it was before PUBG, where DayZ was doing this kind of battle royale theme with a bunch of streamers and content creators. So it was a lot of fun. I did that with Camino. I did that with Cheat Day Gaming. Cheat Day Gaming is now a news reporter, and he's done a few different things with his career, and I've seen the best from him. Tased and Confused, he still plays games, but I was up there with some of the greats like Silent Sentry and a few other things when it came to just playing in that kind of space. And he's also evolved into doing RPG kind of stuff, and he's averaging 1,000 views on Twitch. Again, there's a lot of people that have been having success. My success was for doing tutorials and guides, especially when it came to Conan Exiles and when it came to just playing games and having fun. With Conan Exiles, you were Rust. You were griefing people all the time. There was role-playing servers, there was PvE servers, but even in those PvE servers, people were still griefing people because they would put so many foundations everywhere that it would break the server. And they still haven't fixed those issues when it came to Conan Exiles. But then Fallout 76 came out, and boy, you guys ate that up. And personally, I've seen this happen where you have to make something that you enjoy. And again, right now at this point, I don't enjoy it. I don't really pretty much play Fallout 76. I mean, I'll still hop in to do some testing with some people, but I'm not going to lie to you guys to say I don't personally enjoy the game right now at this current state. And because I don't enjoy it at this current state, I've been playing Apex Legends, and that's why you've been seeing content for Apex Legends. I play games that are for the games that I love, not for what everybody else wants and what plays safe all the time, but if I enjoy it again, I will make more content again. I've said this multiple times to everybody else, and especially for the why I'm leaving Conan Exiles, like, game video and everything else, it's the same thing, is that you must enjoy for what you play, okay? You can't just be following trends just like everybody else, even though at the same time, Apex Legends is a trend, okay? But at the same time, that satisfies that itch for me for competition, because my inner Halo 3 player, because I used to do competitions all the time when it came to Halo 3 with my brother Kyle, and we won some tournaments, and we just had some fun, but it didn't really get bigger than regional. And again, it's supposed to be for fun, for playing video games and everything else, not just be like, you must demand content, you must do this. I mean, you guys are watching this because you like for what I put out personally all the time. And that's what I want, is that I want you guys to watch and enjoy the content that I make, instead of being like, hey, what are you doing? Like, we don't know you. Like, we just want to find information and all this other stuff. And that's the whole reason why with Fallout 76, is that people subscribe to me because I put out good content. I gave you guys proper information, instead of being like a news journalist where they're just like, all right, we're going to show you on how the game has been and what the game is going to, and then they don't do any testing. Like, the biggest thing in most problems when it comes through most testing is follow-up. So that's why I didn't make a video on the loot table for the Queen right now, is that I don't have all the follow-up for the loot table for patch 6, because I haven't been able to properly do testing, because at the same time when I'm playing Apex Legends and you've been watching my live streams, like, I really enjoy Apex Legends. I really enjoy it because it's a lot of fun. It has the right amount of dynamic. You can respawn your teammates if they die completely, if you catch them within a certain time span, and everything like that. Like, it's a lot of fun. And it's one of those games, like, there's a few games that I like personally, and I knew that Rust was super toxic and I would have to be playing like 24/7, and I know that people would not enjoy it, and you would need to have a clan that has like NAEU and China time so that you don't get like offline rated, and that's bad. I despise getting offline rated in games, especially for what happens in Conan Exiles. Because the servers were so small, and they're so small where they have 40-50 players, and you would be offline rated, and that would not be fun all the time, because then people are just going to hunt you down because you are a content creator on top of everything else. That's why I also moved to Fallout 76, is because then I wouldn't be griefed upon being like offline rated. I know, of course, that there might be other iterations and other mods that might personally leave your personal camp there, and maybe you might be getting offline rated because the structures are so weak. Like, it's child's play when it comes to that game, when it comes to raiding a base. So, like, there's other games that are out there that I'm looking forward to, especially in the survival genre, and that's something that I've always been a part of, is the survival genre. I don't try to follow trends. I don't really try to do that kind of stuff because, again, this is like my first AAA game that I actually like covered content for, which is Fallout 76. Like, before Conan Exiles, Daisy Standalone. Like, I did a little bit of Rainbow Six Siege, but I mean, it's not really a AAA game, and it didn't really come out as a AAA game, and they thought that it was going to tank, but then it became something completely different, and everybody loves it. So again, that's kind of where I'm at right now when it comes to most of this kind of content, is that I want to be able to play games, and I want you to enjoy it with me. Like, that's why I have a Discord. That's why I have an Instagram. That's why I have all this other stuff, so that I can talk to you guys and I can be able to do everything else with you guys and give you guys questions about what I did. Like what I did in the community. I asked what you guys want to see, and you guys want to have my personal opinion for what every legendary suffix and affix is. So that's going to be the next video, is that I'm going to be covering like legendary suffixes and affixes, because I want to listen to you guys out there. I don't want to listen to just other random people that have no idea what my channel is. I mean, they're going to still watch that video anyway, because most of that is retention from the algorithm, because I know more than 60% of people use their phones. Like, it's going to be in that kind of regard anyway in the first place, because when they're watching tutorials, you're going to be out of work, you're going to be seeing this all this other stuff, and you're going to be chilling, relaxing, and if you have great audio, like I've been trying to work on recently, like you're going to be watching me like a podcaster while you are driving or doing something else like that, which I recommend not looking at the screen, and you could just play the audio if you're doing that. I know some of you do that because I do it too. Okay, I just put on a video and I throw it in the car and I let the audio play, because I get to listen to it while I'm driving around and getting everything else done in my own life, or I'm going to like the grocery store and I'm trying to pick up some groceries. So by the time like I'm driving there and it takes me like 10-15 minutes to get there, like I've already watched a video explaining something else so that I educate myself. Maybe it was for tech news, maybe it was for something different. It's on how I process things. And I know some people as well want to like very incredibly value their time, and I know that they're going to value their time because of getting everything else done. So this is where the channel is going. So you're going to be seeing a lot more Apex Legends stuff because I enjoy it. Okay, I don't really go and chase for views all the time. I've never really done that. So if you guys like my stuff, you guys can share it. You guys can love it. I mean, I'm going to make some crazy montages. I got to get better at editing in other ways. I will always get better at editing, but it takes time when it comes to all this kind of stuff. So that's why I wanted to put this little video out saying like what I want to do and just showing you my face and being like, look, unless you see me during a live stream, like most people aren't going to catch up and watch one of my videos, especially because they're going to be like, who are you? We want to find the information. But it's like that. So that's why this video is actually going to exist on YouTube, just like with my other update videos. But it's been hard in my life, but I don't really say what's wrong, and I am not going to, because I'm not going to be like, it's a sob fest. I'm just going to toughen up just like everybody else. But again, if you guys like this kind of content and you want to actually have video suggestions for Fallout 76, because a lot of you guys are still wondering like what the game is going to turn out to because of the future stuff that's going. I'm looking forward to Nuclear Winter. I'm sorry, that's the best thing, because I'm thinking raids, like Destiny raids, and I'm just like, yes, because I played Destiny 1. I got Destiny 2 for when I got the 1080 Ti, like when it came out. Okay, so when it actually came out, like I played Destiny 2, I didn't like it because it was worse than Destiny 1 in my opinion. So personally, Destiny 1 was a lot better, especially with the amount of raids. Personally, I like the raids because they are fun. So I'm going to be the same way in like that kind of scene, is that if they are to, I don't think that they're going to be Destiny level raids, but there's a few things that I am looking forward to in Fallout 76, and one of them is like vault raids. The other thing is breaking down legendary like affixes and prefixes. Like I'm looking forward to those two things, because that means the solo player can grind to have the exact build that he or she wants in any way whatsoever, and they can be able to do it. And it's going to be really nice, because then you can just sit back, relax, and just play the game instead of doing the whole gambling role of like RNG rolling of all this other stuff. And I don't really like on how the RNG rolling is personally when it comes to Fallout 76, because it just does not have a good economy. That's why you have places like Fallout 76 trading hubs, subreddits, discords. My own Discord has it as well. And it's the same way. I have to put that up as a service because I know that you guys like that kind of stuff where you guys can trade and you guys can get everything else done, because then you can actually get the actual armor pieces that you've been looking forward to and making sure everything else was good. But you can't do that in game. There's no in game like marketplace like RuneScape where they have the Grand Exchange. Before the Grand Exchange, everybody was just hollering out like they were a stockbroker. Like it didn't make sense. That's why at the same time it's just like, all right, that's why we have a subreddit for this. That's why we are getting player vendors and all this other stuff when it comes to Fallout 76 and making sure that we have things that are coming out. But again, this is a different type of video. Maybe you like this style. I don't really know. But again, I want to put this out there because I want to know what you guys want. Pretty much it. If you guys like this, have a good one, guys.